look like? He looked at Joy confusedly and asked,
Earl Jr.'s a little dark.
Maybe the cord was wrapped around his neck. Sometimes they get a little blue.
No, he's darker than blue. He's black.
At this, Joy said it might be a case of atavism. She suggested that one of their ancestors might have had black genes. Obviously, Earl couldn't possibly believe Joy's words. Just as he was drowning in sorrow, his parents arrived.
Which one is he? Where's my grandson?
He's well, let's see. Where is he? Here he is. Yep, that's him right there, the white one.
Oh, no kidding.
They never could have imagined that the little black baby next to them was actually their grandson. The nurse also realized they'd mixed up the babies. She was about to push the correct baby over. Earl quickly stopped her with a look. Earl's parents asked whose the black baby was. Earl lied, saying it belonged to the woman sharing the hospital room with Joy. But when the real mother of the white baby showed up, Earl's parents gradually figured out the truth.
It's the black one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I want my Indian teeth rattled back.
I'll wash our shirts and give them to Joy. I suppose that she can give them to her parents after she fills in the baby's face with a Sharpie.
What should have been a happy occasion had no choice but to end in tragedy.
Happy Thanksgiving. What are you doing in bed?
Waiting for you to get home to give me my Thanksgiving stuffing.
Really? All right.
Kinda lonely.
Earl, completely clueless, climbed into bed. He thoughtfully tucked them. Had been a happy occasion had no choice but to end in tragedy.
Happy Thanksgiving. What are you doing in bed?
Waiting for you to get home to give me my Thanksgiving stuffing.
Really? All right.
Kinda lonely.
He's not, but these are only gold cards. So you have 2 players on.
That's mid, man.
Mo Salah. Salah's number 8 with EVs and the ball. Sue's balls allowed. He's a menace at free kicks, but Sue's balls is not.
Isak, Alexander Isak.
There we go. Isak's number 4 with. Maybe if set pieces in bottom. But
Robert Lewandowski.
he's like 33.
Oh, the youngest guy, Landon Young.
Yeah, well, not on the list.
Right?
Close. Different gender. Bro, I said gender, not race.
Alexia Putellas.
Tejas is number 6 on the list, and the other woman, but these are probably you have 1 Ballon d'Or winner, one of your favorite players.
Best left foot in the world.
Yeah, maybe, but he's not on the list.
That's Dembele. Yeah.
There we go. This is definitely number 9. Number 1.
Michael, here you can't.
Bro, you guys be worried for a second. Harry Kane is number 1. No, you still have 1 player, and he's number 10.
Jude Bellingham.
It's not Jude, and it's not
There's no Americans on this entire list.
They're not.
Julian Alvarez.
No, but he was on the same team when they won the World.
That's Messi.
You already said this. It's not Messi. Let us know in the comments. I mean the 10 deadliest players in NC26.
Okay. Berwin Holland.
Number 2 with 91 shooting.
Julian Mbappe.
Yeah, Mbappe's number 3 with 90 shooting.
Who's that being an icon? R9.
He's not, but he's on
Oh my fucking.
I was trying to drink some water on the plane. Then I noticed my nails were turning black. As a doctor, I instantly realized this was a sign of severe oxygen deprivation. The bottle in my hand started to twist and distort. The cup on the table began shaking violently. The flight attendant noticed something was wrong. She quickly sat down and buckled her seatbelt. She urged passengers to do the same, but by then, it was already too late. The next second, the plane hit turbulence. The water in the cup suddenly floated in the air. Passengers and men buckled up were suffering. The entire cabin started shaking violently. People froze, terrified. The only thing they could do was grab the armrests. oxygen mask. With the pressure drop, the oxygen masks fell from above. Passengers quickly put on their masks to breathe. But my wife didn't get the chance. She fainted from lack of air before she could breathe. At that moment, a woman in the restroom was also trapped. The turbulence was so violent she couldn't open the door. Finally, she fainted on the floor. I rushed to the flight attendant area. I found an emergency oxygen bottle. I quickly put it on my wife. That saved her from the brink of death. Then, after another intense jolt, the pressure inside the cabin miraculously stabilized. About 7,500 had survived the ordeal. To reassure us, the captain made an announcement. It turned out the turbulence had caused a storm, but they had fixed it. The plane would descend to stabilize the pressure. Finally, they had decided the flight attendant found the and quickly gave her oxygen. Miraculously, the woman woke up. We thought the nightmare was over. But then, strange things started happening. The midnight's man began gasping for air. The flight attendant, Lisa, immediately called for help. I rushed to assist, but the man's condition worsened quickly. He kept pointing at his mouth before I could figure out what he wanted. Blood suddenly sprayed from his mouth. Then he began convulsing like a zombie. But soon he went completely still. When I laid him down, I realized he had stopped breathing with a passenger dead on board. The captain reported it to the control tower. We still had an hour before landing. So the crew moved the bodies in business class. They covered him with a blanket. But soon after, a man sneaked upstairs. He'd seen the dead man's gold watch. He tried to steal it, but after pulling the watch off, he didn't leave. Instead, he took out his phone to take pictures. He even mocked the dead man. Then, in a horrifying moment, the corpse's head suddenly turned. The body sat up. He froze in terror. I was just trying to drink some water. Then I noticed my nails were turning black. As a doctor, I instantly realized this was a sign of severe oxygen deprivation. The bottle in my hand started to twist.
Hey, y'all, what's up? What's up? Shakalaka.
Nobody. Wait, I thought you were going to Aaron. I was, but then I guess he decided he didn't want to go to prom after all. Oh well, I'm off to prom. You took a picture? Thanks. I know I'm only 12. That was the saddest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Hey, am I too late for big book tripping? Good idea.
Yeah, you missed it. Whatever.
Hey, what's with you? I don't want to see your stupid face right now. That's what's with me. It's not very nice to sit around about somebody's face. What did my face ever do to you? You told my sister you were going to take her to prom, and then just cancel on her last minute. She has like a million dates. No, she doesn't.
What did it say?
So, nice going.
I'd use the beanie, but it wouldn't be a placeholder.
Oh my God.
And you have to bet something good.
See how she gets those weird googly eyes and everything over her? It's like an idiot. It's completely disgusting. It makes me want to vomit. But for whatever reason, she still really likes you. And you really hurt her. That's not cool. You did not hurt my sister. I had no idea.
Whoa. Dude! Almost got scripted. Almost got scripted. Almost got scripted.
Really not having that much fun. It's not you, it's me. I think I'm just gonna head home.
Scripta. Oh my god.
But I got your message. I thought you didn't care about prom. When my daughter asked for Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on her birthday party, I almost collapsed. Hazel has hated that song since she was 3, and she had a meltdown so bad I had to carry her out of her own school concert. Her father and I split up that same year, and by the time the custody battle was over, she still couldn't hear that song without covering her ears. So one night, I held her in the dark and whispered, "If you're ever in danger and can't say it out loud, just ask for this song. I'll know." She never used it, not once in 2 years, not until now. The song came on, and Hazel stood frozen in the middle of the room, staring at me like she was drowning. I started toward her, but my ex-Jackson got there first. He put his hand on my shoulder and threw a big smile at me. "Time to go, princess. Birthday trip." I grabbed his arm. "It's my week. She stays with me." His new wife stepped between us and put her hand on my chest. "The lawyer's already played it. Walk away." I tried to push past him. Jackson already had his
I used
They
to
were out the door before I could stop them.
send
Stood in
me.
the driveway watching their tail lights. midnight, I drove to his house and pounded on the door until my knuckles split open. Every window was black. Nobody came. I sat in my car shaking and pulled up his wife's Instagram. Her last post was 3 days ago. Suitcases on a bed with a plain emoji and the caption, "So excited to start our new life." My hands started shaking. I logged into the social email we still shared on social accounts. 3 one-way tickets to Doha, leaving tomorrow at 6 p.m. I called the police and told them my daughter was about to be kidnapped. The next day, a detective met me at the airport 30 minutes before boarding, and we stood at the gate watching every face that walked past. Then I saw them, Jackson with a suitcase, his wife with a backpack, and Hazel trapped between them, her face red and wet. I ran. Jackson saw me and yanked Hazel's arm and bolted for the gate. I grabbed her other wrist and she screamed, "Mom!" Security slammed him to the floor and ripped open his bags, her passport, her birth certificate, and school papers for Doha. They dragged him away in cuffs and twisted around screaming, "You ruined everything!" I dropped to my knees. I heard her say goodnight really loud. She whispered that you'd never find us. So I used her song. I held her so tight the arms were shaking. You'll never have to use it again. When my daughter asked for Twinkle Twinkle Little Star at her birthday party, I almost collapsed. Hazel has hated that song since she was 3 when she had a meltdown so bad I had to carry her out of it.
I finished the last cigarette. Then I walked into a rehab center. The moment I stepped inside, they shaved off my own hair. No gender differences here. Everyone gets shit. It was to prevent self-harm from Craven's hit. There were no high walls, no limits on personal freedom. But the ones who entered, none of them wanted to escape. Newcomers ranked lowest. We handled the dirtiest and hardest work. Good behavior meant promotion. One mistake sent me back at the start. The hardest days were the first few. Every Craven felt like bones being torn apart and put back together. When else got to grade, I put on my girlfriend's photo. Some people couldn't hold on and chose to give up. I refused to eat food. I started running like a man. My body was already drained. I couldn't finish half a lap. I collapsed, coughing hard, down on my knees. The instructor told me to go home and wait it out. But Max said, I stood up and kept running. As long as belief remains, a person does not fall. I worked until exhaustion. Others slept. I kept moving. For her, for the child, little by little, I survived it. I moved up to mid-level. They signed me to work at the swimming pool. After work, I could swim for free. I didn't know how to swim. Day after day of persistence, I finally learned. With a few bottles of water, I traded a homeless man for a broken bike. From that day on, I ran 5 kilometers daily, swam 1,000 meters, and cycled 10 kilometers. Cravings came less and less. I wanted to see how far I could go. I signed up for triathlon. The organizers couldn't believe it. I had addicted for 4 years, but they saw my eyes and nodded. The race began. 700 meters of swimming, 5 kilometers of running, 20 kilometers of cycling. When I reached the finish line, no one was there. The staff had already left. I wasn't surprised. No applause waited for me, but I defeated my past self. Fate did not stop there. My girlfriend relapsed. She was sent to intensive care. I stood by her bed. My head filled with regret. I was the one who dragged her into darkness. I kissed her forehead, then turned away. That look became my last goodbye. Outside the ward, I saw my brother, then forward. The grandfather stopped me. I stood still, speechless. I knew the man I was then did not deserve to be a father. A few days later, she was gone. In that moment, I swallowed grief down to the bone. I trained even harder. I won provincial titles, broke European records. Every year on her birthday, I went to see her. When I missed her, I trained until collapse. Until one night, I was in a car accident. The nurse didn't know my past. She injected painkillers. In that instant, the gates of hell reopened. Pain, hallucinations. I saw my daughter beside me. The doctor told me I would never see him again. My world collapsed. Even my former father, who once despised me, did all my best to encourage me. I returned to the starting line. I fell again and again. I stood up again and again. I turned the impossible into reality.
Hey, bro, I have a question. Yeah. What's after the...
For 1 month before the race, the rules changed. The distance doubled. I finished the last cigarette of the night. Then I walked into a rehab center. The moment I stepped inside, they shaved off my own hair. No gender differences here. Everyone gets shaved. It was to prevent self-harm on Craven's hit. There were no high walls, no limits on personal freedom. But the ones who entered, none of them wanted to escape. Newcomers ranked lowest. We handled the dirtiest and hardest work. Good behavior meant promotion. One mistake sent me back to the start. The hardest days were the first day. Every day.
He gave me $1 million.
news for you. You have $1 million? We're a millionaire? Waitress, who's she talking to? This salmon tastes like chicken. That's weird. This is horrible. I don't need attitude. It's on waitress. Who is this waitress you keep referring to? Your job is to take my order with a smile on your face and serve me. Oh, hell no! This is my receipt from the last time I used the ATM. You see where it says account balance at the bottom there? Read that number to me, please. $2 million? Why don't you be working here? Good question. That woman just asked me if I have $1 million. Why am I working here? That's what I've been saying. I mean, I have $1 million. That's what I've been saying. I don't need to be in this talk. Again, that's what I've been saying. I don't have money. I'm giving that money. That's what I've been saying. No. You don't even know what I was about to say. Whatever it is, no. We have $1 million. Yeah, we have $1 million. Yeah, we have $1 million and I quit. And I quit too, baby. I have hated this hellhole from day one. Sayonara, short stuff. I don't know what's wrong with this. Sayonara or short stuff. No, sayonara. Short stuff. Did you get back the check yet? Because I just found a gift for his best hat. A legit one from Germany. His name is Schlüpfer. Well, I'm sorry. I'm giving it back right now. Schlüpfer. Schlüpfer. Wait, guys. Can I hold $1 million? For just one more second, I want to be upper middle class. Everyone, give it back. He gave me $1 million. Oh, you okay?
Yes, ma'am. After I passed out, Mox rushed to call the nurse. When the coach came to see me in the medical room, I had just regained consciousness. Not long before that, I blocked all the defensive players by myself to protect Lance so he could score a touchdown. I took a hit to the head and blacked out. Mox quickly called over the ref and managed to bring me around.
He was scoring.
After that, I kept feeling dizzy. The coach still wanted me to play in tonight's game. I was worried my condition might hurt the team, but the expectation in his eyes made it impossible to say no. I agreed. Soon enough, game time arrived. The coach told me to get out there. Mox was worried about my condition, but the coach pulled him aside. As I crouched down in position, that familiar dizziness hit me. Lance called for break, and I passed out cold. When I came to, all I could see was Lance lying on the ground in agony. As an offensive lineman, I collapsed at the critical moment, and he suffered a serious leg injury. Watching them carry him off on a stretcher, all I felt was overwhelming guilt.
Right, baby. Cry me a river. That fucking baby. You just touched me. My star quarterback is dragging his playground of you.
I tried hard that night, but Mox told me he needed me. If I quit, there'd be no one left to protect his ass.
It is kind of nice.
Later, Lance became the interim coach and led us all the way to the championship game. But in the finals, we were down on the scoreboard. There were 38 seconds left. We were still down by 3 points.
We don't block this. It's over. Coach us. Get in there. We'll block it.
You want to play defense?
Play in there. We'll block it.
I didn't know if I could change the outcome. All I knew was that I had to clear the path to victory for my teammates. When the whistle blew, I broke through 2 defenders, protecting quarterback Jimmy from being sacked. I threw everything I had into knocking down another opponent. Jimmy lunged forward and recovered the ball and kicked. Our fans erupted with massive cheers. A miracle seemed to be happening. Only 7 seconds remained, and Lance drew up one final play for me.
To the ball. Man, you got it. You ready? Let that 90 hook in there on one. Ready?
The crowd prayed for us in these final moments. Jimmy quickly escaped.
2.5.
I successfully pushed my opponent aside just before
No taco, no cut off.
threw me the ball. I caught it and ran like hell toward the end zone, even with them grabbing onto my back. They couldn't stop me. The moment I went down, I'd gotten the ball into their territory. Touchdown. In that moment, a miracle became real.
Yeah.
I know it's not. Can't have a phone
what you were talking about. If I can't have a cell phone, you guys should at least put down yours so we can look like a family.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
From 1 to every 12. It seemed like a long time to wait.
And the worst part is it won't be magical when you're 12. It'll just be beautiful. Because the little girl inside me will be dead.
Oh my god.
She's already dead.
Nope. I was trying to add stuff.
I cannot believe this is happening. I'm going to be able to text you now, Papa.
Don't you dare ever grow.
I won't have to now. I'll be happy forever.
Oh, hey there, little Miss Pocketbook.
Yep. Excuse me. Which one? That's what happens when you make me eat vegetables.
Little crap duster.
I'm calling you right now.
Sweet little face pops up. Who's up for some ice cream?
I'll call you from my backyard.
Ice cream?
I just love the price club.
I mean, they got everything. Sophia?
Uncle.
Is something bothering you?
I'm so embarrassed.
Use the hypothetical sentence.
A friend of mine didn't know his granddaughter was cell phone.
You have to tell her. She has rules about these things.
I didn't fly in too worried to have my daughter tell me what to do. And you tell her for me. She gets really scary when she's mad.
It just is so dumb.
That's fine. I just love seeing her happy. So just take it easy on her. You don't give her a toy, a cookie.
Oh, you think that I'm going to tell her?
What?
You bought her the cell phone so you can take it away.
I'm bad.
No, she's so scary when she's mad. Heather, I'm so sorry, Angel.
I thought you were different.
So,
It's okay. I guess you have to be sad sometimes to know what happened Thursday.
I got an idea. You want to get your ears pierced?
Really? Can we go right now?
Huh?
I want a phone.
I have a phone to talking about.
If I can't have a cell phone, you guys should at least put down yours so we can look like a family.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
From 1 to every 12. It seemed like a long time to wait.
And the worst part is
Can we make this the first video ever?
And I'm the kid before. That's tough. Damn, trade machine. I know. I don't know. Skibbity. Yeah, I'm gonna play 30 minutes because I got hop off to.
I woke up on Christmas morning to the sound of my son crying downstairs. I rushed down, expecting to see him and my husband surrounded by wrapping paper. Instead, my 7-year-old was sitting on his knees, completely alone, looking at the Christmas tree. The tree was completely empty, not a single present underneath it. Even stranger, my husband was nowhere to be seen. Not the living room, backyard, even his car was gone. Mommy, why didn't Santa come? Was I bad this year? I froze looking at the sight. Me and my husband spent all of last night wrapping those presents together at 2 a.m. We took pictures, had a slideshow of our wedding planning, and spent the night talking about how lucky we were. Now all of our hard work is gone, and he was nowhere to be found. There had to be an explanation. I tried to be good, my son cried. I shared my toys. I left out my favorite milk and cookies. Why doesn't Santa love me? I knelt down beside him and held his face. Baby, Santa came. There was just a mix-up. Mommy's going to make some calls and get the presents delivered. I need you to go outside and build the biggest snowman ever so Santa can see it from his sleigh. He wiped his nose. Really? You can get the presents? I gulped, knowing I might be lying. Yes, now go. He put on his snow clothes and ran outside with hope in his eyes. The second the door closed, I let myself cry, but only for a second. I went back upstairs while my son's son played and noticed my husband's closet was empty. Not only that, his wallet was gone. His keys were gone. I went online and saw I was blocked on his phone and every social media account. I realized this wasn't some mix-up. He hadn't been kidnapped by evil elves. He actually planned this. I thought about what to do when I remembered the tracker we put on his car 6 months ago. I opened the app and his location was live. He hadn't turned it off. 90 minutes away at an address and everything. I went back downstairs. My son was outside.
My bad, chat.
I told
Don't
him
check
to
that.
go on an adventure with presents because I found them.
Oh, MB. Sorry, I stuck my mom. If anybody wants to buy, I'm selling dragons cheap. Like, probably really cheap. Yeah.
A customer grabbed my shoulder
$40 for a diamond one. Yo, how? I don't know. You can make me less good by buying. Can you give me something? Nah, I sell stuff though. Look at the traits though. Look at the traits on this one. Those traits are that's it. Exciting. Okay, Jamal, I see you. Yeah, Carter. Yo, Carter's in the stream. Yeah, Carter. This guy commented 3 times in the stream. He's a mod. Yeah. That's just. There's got to be some fake ass me. Carter, should I face reveal right now? Yeah, this is gonna be some fake ass game. What's all those things? I was gonna give you the diamond drag. There's gonna be some fake ass game. What's all those things? I was gonna give you the diamond drag. Wait, Carter, should I face reveal right now? Alright. Slow game. Nah, I should wait till 1K. Yeah? 1K's good, man. Yo, I'm freaking. I feel like I'm up in numbers, bro. I'm making a lot of money, man. Yes, sir. Caught a fish. That guy's tough. I'm selling all of this stuff for 50. Hey, kid, you should have heard what Nate was saying today. There's like this little 6th grader girl walking, and he was saying like, "Guy, I'll crack you for $40. I'll give you back shots for $40," and all this like gay stuff. And then Nate ended up getting like $60, and Gerard got like $80. Same as Ben, too. It's like this 6th. No, they're like being all weird though. They're like back shots and stuff. And then Nate told me this story about Isaac. Oh my god, Isaac had a sleepover, and then they got Isaac. They spread his legs open and shoved peanut butter all in his ass and licked it out of there. And Nate said he did a threesome with 3 sped kids.
Oh, fucking hell.
No, I know. I'm just like, what the fuck, man? And just like, you already know. And he's like simping for Ben's sister. He's just like, guy, anytime I see her off the guard, I'm gonna crack her. And he says he has like this Oahu girlfriend. Just like, hell no. Okay. And just like, oh yeah. Like that kid, he's freaky as fuck. Hi, I'm done with that kid, bro. Hi, he's being so. Him and Gerard are like freaky bros. Freaky bros. They're like fucking.
Oh, don't even get started on what's it? Fuck, Griffin's basketball teammate, Bye.
No, they're worse. Gerard and stuff, they're all worse.
How are they worse?
Oh my god. They made $80 by like giving just back shots to this random 6th grade girl.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
She goes on
Uh-huh. They were like,
Why'd she pay him?
she had like 300. Even like Ben hopped in on the fight too.
This all happened today.
Yeah, it all happened today, bro.
So you,
all at like 6 o'clock.
you
And I was witnessing all of it.
watched them fuck someone?
Earlier. They had like short. Dude, I've been so live years. Like, and it was like if I see any guy in public, I go crack him. And he's like saying, and then he's like, I'm good at cracking. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know about you had a girlfriend. It's just like, fuck no. God, how big is this? I was just like, I don't know. He's just like, well, last time I measured 3 inches and like 30. So yeah, and he has some with this bed.
You told who?
No, you. He said, guy, at school I'm having a threesome with some sped kid.
I'm like,
Yeah, and he says a girl.
A boyfriend?
No, 2 boyfriends. And she said like this.
Fuck no.
And it's, wait. I should get you over you.